I was asked to cut costs in the plant. I didn't start with the freight. I started with the inventory. Why did I start with the inventory? Well, for one thing, inventory is very visible. You can walk on the shop floor and you can see inventory. Can you see incoming freight? No. It's a line item on an income statement. And most operations people only look at the income statements once a month. And when they're looking at the income statement, they're looking line by line and they're looking for spikes and dips. If there's no spike or dip, no change from the previous month, they go on to the next line item. And if you do this month after month, you get a false sense of security unless you do some benchmarking. If you do some benchmarking, then you may discover some of these hidden costs. So you need to look at the income statement and you need to look at the benchmarking. So in this particular case, we had high inventory. Why would we have high inventory? Well, we were buying 80,000 pounds at a time to maximize our freight efficiencies. And that had an offset of, we had high inventory and we were starting to lose space in the shop floor. So what do we do? Well, the solution, walked in the front door. One day I walked into the materials manager's office and he was meeting with the previous steel supplier. And that supplier was eager to get back into our plant and he had an advantage. He had a warehouse in our industrial park and he was servicing another stamper with a milk run. So the deal we struck with him was we were going to continue to order 80,000 pounds. That allowed him to hold the price. He'd ship to us once per week in 10,000 pound increments. They would only invoice us on a weekly basis when we took delivery. So we improved our cash flow, we improved our space, and we reduced our inventory. The results of that were pretty significant. Improved cash flow, improved the space savings. This supplier had a better cleaning process for the surface of the steel, which directly impacted our process and improved our scrap, which was a huge benefit. And one of the other things was we didn't spend any money to get these cost savings and we didn't have to lay anybody off. So the lesson learned from this was go after the visible issues first. When you see waste, it's visible, go after it. Once you go after it, most times it's going to unlock other things that you didn't see, and then you have more things to go after. So we fixed the inventory problem. We still had the incoming freight high costs. So what do we do? Well, I started working with the controller, and next week we're going to talk about what we found in that incoming freight cost bucket.